So let's look at an example here, 11.2 number 40. I've taken the time to write down the original equation and to put it into its first matrix. And so it was 3x plus 3y is equal to 3, and 4x plus 2y is equal to 8/3 is how we're starting out. And so we just drop that into augmented matrix. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to try to get a 1 in that upper left position. And I can see how to do that. I'm allowed to do anything I want provided I manipulate everything the same in terms of multiplication and division. I got to be careful how I said that. So I'm going to take that first row and divide by not 2 but 3. Take that first row and divide by 3. So what I'm doing is I'm leaving that bottom row all alone. That's not going to change. But my new top row becomes 1, 1, 1. Everything gets divided by 3, even that constant. So you got to divide that entire row. Well, that's good. I got a 1 in that top position. And remember what I want. I want a 0 underneath. So how am I going to do that? Well, I could do this. I could take -4 times row 1, add it to row 2 to produce a new row 2. That's my notation. I don't know what the book's going to do, but I usually try to describe what I'm doing and also which row is being replaced. So, and I'm going to leave in black what stayed the same from above. So 1, 1, 1's not changing. But now I'm going to go in and I'm going to take, actually I'll put it in a different color here. The work is going to be in red. So I'm going to take -4 times 1, which is -4, and add it to 4, which is 0. -4 times 1 plus 2 is -2. And -4 times 1 is -4, plus 8/3 is a -4/3, is what's coming out of there. Right? So each time, just taking -4 times the top number and adding it to the bottom. And so looking like we're doing okay in that process. So I want to make sure you're okay. What I claimed was that -4 plus 8/3 was -4/3. Well, that's -12/3 plus 8/3, and I think you can see now that that's -4/3. So we're almost done with getting it into row echelon form. The problem is this -2, easily taken care of. We'll leave that top row alone because that has the 1 where we want it. But what are we going to do from here to here? We're going to take that row 2 and divide it by -2. So I'll do that in green now, just to keep using different colors if I can. So row 2 divided by -2, 0 divided by -2 is 0. -2 divided by -2 is 1. -4/3 divided by -2 is actually +2/3 coming out of there. And so that is in row echelon form. So now I can read my answer. What I know right now is that y is equal to 2/3. I got half my answer right there. And I also know that x plus y is equal to 1, or x plus 2/3 is equal to 1, or x is equal to 1/3. And so what's my answer? It's the x and the y put together, right? It's an ordered pair answer. That's an example of how to use this reduced row echelon form in order to come up with the answer. For the subsequent ones, I'll go to some bigger examples, ones that do 3 by 3, so we could walk through that process as well.